The girl was feeling unwell lately, so she asked her sister to stay the night. Emily complained about it. She still took her in while brushing her teeth. It had the same kind of skin ointment, but when Emily leaned over, she quickly closed the cabinet and said nothing. With wax for hair removal, but the wax stuck in her hair wouldn't come off, so she decided to use scissors to trim. Kicked Emily over. When she looked over in worry, got cut. Emily fainted on the spot. Now the girl panicked too. After she couldn't wake Emily, she called for help right away. The hospital said they'd be there in 15 minutes and told the girl to keep the finger safe. The girl instantly reacted. Picked up her sister's severed finger. She wanted to fridge it, but found the fridge was not plugged in. Suddenly, her desire overrode her reason. She sat beside in a daze. Looking at her sister's finger, she felt longing. After a brief pause, the girl licked the blood off the severed finger, but soon lost control. The bleeding finger was an irresistible allure to her. Before long, the girl's will began to weaken. Slowly, she brought the finger to her mouth. After chewing it up, she couldn't stop herself from gnawing at the flesh on the finger. At this point, her sister woke up. Seeing her sister all bloody, frantically gnawing on the finger, she was so scared, she cried. Lastly, the sisters reached the hospital. Their parents rushed over, worried. They didn't understand why the doctor did stitch Emily's finger back together. She directly stopped their further questioning. In the end, Emily forgave her sister, blamed the dog for the missing finger, so the father decided to get rid of dog. After the parents left, Emily said she had words for her sister. She then took her sister to the roadside. She bent down, watching the passing cars. The girl was somewhat confused when a yellow car sped by. Emily suddenly rushed forward, then came a loud crash. Luckily, the sister was unharmed, but the duo in the yellow car died. The girl asked Emily, confused on why. Emily struggled to get up, then opened the car door. She began licking the blood. The girl was stunned by the scene. Trying to stop this crazy action. I did this for you, you fool. Guy, learn from this. The girl found it hard to understand. She felt her worldview was being reshaped. The girl was shocked, walking helplessly on the road. The girl tried to forget this horrific scene, but she underestimates her own desires. As her father said, dogs get hooked on human flesh. Humans are no exception. During class, Andrew asks the girl for help to tie the strap on the back of his shirt, but the girl thought of his pale neck. She had new thoughts. Then the girl's gaze occasionally fixated on Andrew, especially at the game, his bare torso. The girl was so eager she blagged. Her perspective changed at that moment. She began to embrace the sexy look and drown in the lively music, but Andrew fled at the sight of her. He fled in embarrassment. The girl had to accept this. Emily asked about her sister's health. Have you lost weight? My dress suits you better. It's less revealing. Thank you. That's not praise. Avoid eating issues. I'm not sick. Keep this up and you'll know what happens when you can't take it. I'm not you, you do your own thing, and I won't need it. Truly, I just tried it. You won't touch anything except my hands. Is there nothing else tasty on the menu? Is it good or not? It tastes like curry. At night, the girl felt unwell again. She curled up in bed in pain, desperately calling for sis. Suddenly, she felt something, the pain of being whipped by chains. The girl struggled helplessly in bed. Only until she calmed down again did she slowly get out of bed. The girl stumbled from her room. She followed the loud music. She came to a room, but was splashed with blue paint. The other side didn't say sorry. They dragged a man covered in yellow paint over, and the girl and they were locked in a closed room. Go ahead. You can't come out until you turn green. But after a while, the man ran out screaming. That's when everyone noticed. The girl had bitten his leg. She bit out some flesh. She hid back in the room to rinse herself. The girl spat out the piece stuck between her teeth. She greedily swallowed it down. The girl noticed Andrew had a deadly attraction to her, but out of respect, the girl resisted her urge to bite. She forcefully bit down until it bled. But during one class, the girl found Andrew and Emily might be cheating. She found it hard to accept. The girl chose to hang out at a bar, hoping to forget her troubles, but Emily couldn't stand it. She pulled her sister out. After the girl regained her senses, were pulling away from her. The girl thought it was just the smell of alcohol, but after class, Andrew caught her aside. He played a video from his phone. In the video, the girl looked disoriented, like a mad dog on the ground, being teased by a man with the cords. Seeing this, the girl felt she would go insane. She found her sister, Emily. They immediately started fighting on the street. Emily bit off a chunk of meat from the girl's cheek, saying her flesh was unappetizing. After the girl recovered from her shock, she began to wrestle with her sister again. The two bit into each other's flesh. No clear winner for now. People forcibly separated the sisters until they regained their senses again. Only then did they let go. The next day, the girl calmed down. She came to her senses. She tried to breathe the sleeping Andrew beside her, but found that there was no response. She was startled by the scene before her. Andrew's thigh was bitten, revealing the stark white bones. He had already died. The girl incredulously got out of bed. She crept toward the corner. The girl aimed to ask her sister why, but she had lost all her strength and means. At this moment, she got it all. The reason parents wanted all back. Her maid-loved sister went to the bath, relied on the shower, washed the blood off both of them. In the end, Emily faced murder. She was arrested and jailed. The girl pressed her scars against the visiting window. She greeted sister silently. Sister raised her prosthetic limb in response. Girl left school due to this. She returned home to life. Her parents watched her vegan diet again. At last, John revealed the truth to girl. At first, he thought Anna was just hard to win over. Only at their first kiss did he get it. He then understood the reason. The two lovely daughters inherited Anna's condition, and John slowly unbuttoned his shirt, revealing a body covered in scars. Girl couldn't help but tear up. I believe you'll find a way, sweetheart. The sisters faced a fierce clash of fate and nature. Sister fully fell apart. Disregarding morals, she began killing. Sister struggled between instinct and thought. In the end, she restrained her primal urges, conquering her urges for redemption, welcoming the dawn of new life.